right, welcome to this week's in Jackson County Schools. I'm Pamela Stone, and if you're just now joining us, we are back for another week. And this week we have North Sand, is it called North Sand Mountain High? Okay. Well, because each of you, like, some of you are called schools, some of you don't have schools, some of you, and like, some of you have like K through, I mean, in Jackson County, you never know what age is going to be in the schools.
We're pre-K through 12.
Yeah, see, so really it's not high school necessarily. No. You just do them all. How many kids do you guys got?
About 670 right now.
That's quite a bit. So that's good. Okay, so this is Mr. Dustin Roden. He is the principal. So welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for inviting me.
All right, so let's talk about you just for a minute. What is your background? How long before you became an administrator? How long did you teach? What, all that kind of stuff. Where'd you go to school?
Went to college at first off started at Snead State.
Okay.
Got an associate's degree at Snead State. I played baseball there for 2 years, and then I transferred to Jacksonville State University, and I have my bachelor's in secondary mathematics. So I was a high school teacher for 11 years.
For math.
For math. Then you have to wait 3 years before you start your process of it's called educational leadership. Become a principal or administrator, so I got my educational leadership degree through University of Alabama.
Do you miss teaching?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I mean it's I love to teach anyway.
Yeah, I haven't switched because I just like teaching. I like being in the classroom with the kids instead of getting on them because they didn't behave well. Well, yeah. I mean I do that too, but you know what I mean. It's a little bit different. All right, welcome. So, all right, so you have a lot of stuff coming up this next couple weeks. Really, I guess next couple months.
Yeah, we start off. We got homecoming this week. We play Collinsville, so it's on a 4-day week. Coming off of Labor Day, we have it's fast paced this week. Each day's a different day of dressing up, and we had Crazy Hair Day today, and we got homecoming floats being made at this, after school.
After school.
We have the parade going on Thursday at 6:00, and then on Friday we have a fun day after lunch. It's called Bison Day, where the kids get out there and they get to play games and participate in school pride. And then after that at 7:00 we kick off. And you got the homecoming court, which I'm going to announce right now is we got the freshman is Paris Corneliuson. We have sophomore Emma Anderson, junior Jasmine Higdon, seniors are Megan Voiles, Haley Gilbert, Grace Anderson, Abby Ridge, and McKenna Early. So that's our homecoming court.
Did they know before right now?
Yes,
okay,
we told them a week and a half ago.
Okay, all right. I bet that's exciting.
It is. It
is.
When we vote, we get all the kids in one central location by grade and let them cast their vote.
Do you let middle school vote with the high school?
No, it's just
high school.
Just high school.
Just high school.
And after we meet with them, they're like, "Hey,
who won?
Who won?" And I'm like, "I'm not telling you." And I'll be honest with you, I don't want to know until the time to announce, because then I don't have anything to say. I say, "I don't know. I really don't."
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they can't read your face.
Exactly.
Like, are you lying or
are you lying? Are you
telling
the truth? Yeah, you really know.
Right.
Who's the homecoming court? So.
Well, that's good. How's the football going so far this year?
We've only played one game.
Okay.
We were off last week. We had a bye, but we played Dade County, our rival, a couple weeks ago, and our guys, they started slow, but they finished strong. So I'm proud of the way they finished.
Well, good. All right, and so do you know what the theme is Disney?
It is Disney, yes.
So, and do you have a Disney day, like where they're going to dress up in Disney?
One day is they're going to dress up in their favorite character, Disney character. So I'm sure that day is going to be.
That makes it easy on Halloween, because then they could just use it for a Halloween costume too.
True. And, each day we post on Facebook and Twitter. So our school Facebook and also our school Twitter account. So, if you want to see some pictures or photos, it's just, the community, they love seeing that. Brings the community in our school. So we'll be posting every day of our themes.
Isn't it just amazing, as you were talking about that? I'm thinking years ago, Twitter's. Really? I mean, we never posted anything like that. We were lucky we knew what the information was when I was a kid. So that's awesome. So guys, go to Twitter, and if they don't know where it is, then just call the main school number.
Yes, call the main school number and get the information. It's Twitter at North Sun Mountain or at NSM Bison, and then we have a North Sun Mountain Facebook page.
Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. So the first thing we're going to talk about, which I'm really excited to hear you talk about, is you this summer went to training. It was called DLP, Dynamic Learning Projects.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
We got 5 schools in our county that got to participate in this. We're really excited. North Sand Mountain, they kind of offered it to each school, and they said, hey, we want to bring this into your schools. From Google's, and I said, well, North Sand Mountain, we want more technology in our schools. So they first of all, they asked if we could go to Mountain View, California this summer, and we got to spend a week out there, 5 days.
How many went with you?
It was myself and our media specialist, Donna Culpepper, from our school.
Okay.
So it was 2 from each school that got to go.
Okay. How was it? Did you get to actually go in the Google building and see how the layout? I mean, I've read a lot about it and seen pictures how they're very open concept and.
We got a first class tour of the Google campus, I guess you can call it.
Right.
They first took us to the Google store, and then after that, they kind of walked us around and showed us how they did things, and it was very interesting. There were a lot of I guess co-workers playing volleyball. They had a place where they could get their hair cut. They had a place where they could get a massage, but they wouldn't really let you know the inside job. But it was very demanding. Their job was very demanding. That's all you could get out of them, and as long as you showed up and did your job,
the rest was easy.
Yeah, the rest was easy.
Oh, that's cool. So what did you learn about this? So what was it? Were you learning how to do like Google stuff, or were you learning what were you learning?
It was very intensive. I mean, you're talking about 5 days. We got there.
That's a lot.
We got there at 8 o'clock in the morning. We didn't get through till 6 o'clock that afternoon.
Wow.
I mean, it was I went out there expecting to learn more about, more apps or more technology tools we could bring in the classroom, and it was the very opposite of what I thought. We went out there and it's about coaching your teachers and your faculty on how to become, more open-minded to bring technology into your classroom. So, we learned a lot of strategies, and it's just a mindset, and our teachers have embraced that mindset.
Have you come back and given a PD about it already?
Yes. They want us to give 8 teachers. They want us to start out with 8 teachers. Of course, we got 40 teachers on staff.
That's a lot.
So they wanted to start out with 8 teachers. So we start out with 8 teachers, and it's 4 consecutive 8-week cycles. And pretty much they give you a layout. Here's what you're supposed to do each and every time. But our teachers are receptive. They're open-minded, like I said.
What are some of the things they're learning, or you're helping them understand?
Well, it's basically like if we go in the training. Of course, I don't get to do the training. Our media specialist gets to do the training, but they go in there, and first thing they want to build a relationship. That's the very first thing that is required, is you have to build a positive relationship with that teacher.
The media specialist.
Yes.
So she's the trainer.
She's the trainer. She goes in, and it's great because the teachers are vulnerable, and they allow the media specialists to go in there and help them learn, and then they're more confident and more comfortable in going and teaching it to our students. We have a lot of older faculty at our school, and it's good. And I tell you this, our older faculty, they enjoy it too. They understand. Yes, they understand. It's going to be a process. We don't expect everybody to get it overnight, but they're open-minded, and they want to learn, so they have bought in.
It's hard for some of the older staff.
It's very difficult.
It is hard. We have some older staff. I understand that, but it's really, once you learn it, it's not that. I don't think it's that difficult. I mean, you just.
And the world's changing every day, and our students are changing every minute of every day. So, it is tough to keep up with the current situations that we put our students into every day. But if we can kind of tackle the small things right now, then whenever something's new that comes up, then we should be ahead of the game.
Well, and I think, like, for my class, because I've used like Google Classroom, it helps the kids understand what they're going to be expected of the future. So, like, I'll tell them, okay, did you submit this? Well, 5 years ago, that would have not even been heard of. And truly in the future, jobs are going to expect, did you submit this? So it's really tying in what's really in the real world good expectations to what we're teaching in the classroom to teach them really ahead of time, I think. I don't know. What do you think?
I think that's the same case. I mean, we hear every day that, the labor jobs, are growing scarce right now.
They're computerized.
Exactly, they're computerized,
right.
And they're robots in the factories right now. And that's what we have to train our students for, is what's going to be the next new thing
right.
in society, instead of, hey, this is the way we've been doing things forever. That's not the way that we want to train our students. We want to train them as, hey, now this is happening today, but in 24 hours it's going to be changing also.
Yeah. And one of the big things I think that you said that Google was making you understand was relationships. Because in the future, jobs, I believe that it's all going to be about relationships. If you don't have a good relationship, it's those soft skills have got to be there with the people.
Yeah, you've got to be. I mean, for one thing, dependable, reliable. I mean,
on time. Things
time.
That kids still struggle with.
They do struggle with them, but I mean, we have great students at North Sun Mountain. I mean, they're very respectful, and that's a big component in itself.
It is.
So, if we can work on the small things, and like I tell students, when I was a teacher too in math class, the number one question everybody asked was, "What am I going to use this for?"
Oh my gosh,
what am I going to use this math,
yeah.
Equation for in 15 years? And I tell the students this. I said, look, if you can teach yourself how to do this math equation, then you can teach yourself how to do anything.
The math's never going away.
No, it's never going away.
I mean, my kids, I do that too, and I'm like, are you going to buy a car? Are you going to buy a house? I mean, things that aren't school related, and they're like, yeah. I'm like, well, what do you think you're going to do? If you don't understand the math behind it, how are you going to do it?
Exactly.
So, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, okay, and so then homecoming's Friday, but the parade is Thursday night. What time? 6?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock?
And that's Central Time.
Okay. So, and then the game's at 7. I'm guessing that's Central Time too.
Central Time also.
Okay. And then, how many teachers are already have been taught? Or I guess you're still in the first 8 weeks, so it's still just 8.
8 teachers right now. We start out with 8 teachers.
Okay. Awesome. And then you also have a robotic competition coming up soon.
Yeah, we have a robotic. Miss Amanda Jones, she teaches our middle school science. And, I'm really passionate about our robotics program, because when I first got to North Sun Mountain, I got hired as a robotics teacher / 7th and 8th grade math teacher. So I know what it takes, during competition and so forth. So I'm very passionate about the robotics competition. We get to find out on September the 15th. It's the kickoff at Northeast Community College, and they help us out a lot. They Northeast is they supply most of the materials and the tools needed for this robot, and we get to use the Agribusiness Center in DeKalb County to
That's cool.
to host this robotic competition. So we're excited.
That should help the kids kind of tie in, this is the college, and I'm learning this now, and, build that relationship between high school and college.
And, everybody thinks, building a robot, that's all you do. Well, there's marketing, there's presentation.
There's the computer business end of it.
I mean, there's a lot of, you got to build a booth. We have to build a booth, set up.
The construction side.
There's, and that gets every student involved.
How about, and like you said, marketing, making a flyer or some kind of advertisement, knowing how to make a commercial.
Kids like building their own T-shirts.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
You just give the kids and say, "Hey, run with it," and you'll be amazed.
Yeah.
At the students.
And then do they all put it in an Excel spreadsheet to make sure the money's matching?
See, it's budgeted.
I know, that's my side.
Fundraising.
Right.
You've got. There's just so many different aspects of this robotic competition. It's not just building a robot. Now, I would love, I love the mechanical side of it,
right.
Building the robot and then let somebody else program it. But but it's a fun competition. Also, the competition in itself, it's like the Super Bowl. You go there, and and people are cheering and hollering.
Yeah.
It is a great.
Are they just like, I've seen some of the TV shows on them. They're just like, they look like just a little.
They have a little crash course, and and
they drive around.
They drive around, and they have different objectives they have to cover. I think this year is like something that involves a duck. When when I was the robotic teacher, we had to pick up, like a ping pong ball and set it in this cup.
Okay.
So, there's just different aspects.
How many kids? Is it just 8th grade, or is
No,
it 9th grade, or what grade?
We're going to include the whole high school.
Oh, wow.
When I first did it, we did 7th and 8th grade, and I thought, well, why don't we just open it up to those students in high school too? And we're bringing on.
So it's 6th through 12th, or
pretty much
7th
7th through 12.
7th through 12. So you still consider 6th in elementary?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So 7th through 12.
So we're excited. And
how many kids do you think you're gonna?
Well, as of right now, I know we have at least 15 that are just ready. Yeah, they're ready to get started. So that's encouraging.
Oh, that's exciting. I've never seen one, but that would be a lot of fun. Okay, and then you have an 8th grader. Oh my gosh. So he told me about what this 8th grader has done in 4-H, but even more impressive is what he got on his ACT score.
Yes, we have an 8th grader last year. He's a 9th grader this year. His name's Isaac Hidden. He got 2nd place in 4-H on Have I Got a Story, which he got to go. I think it was Montgomery for that. And then we found out later in the summer that he made a 27 on his ACT as an 8th grader.
So what's perfect? 36?
36 is perfect.
I think 36 is perfect. It takes, you know how much it takes? Oh my gosh, that's a lot. If you've never tried it, go to ACT.com and do a practice test. I definitely have practiced them, and I am not that smart.
And I encourage students as 8th graders,
That's hard.
Go ahead and take the test and, see what you get, because if you're struggling in one area, then you can always improve on that area.
Yeah, that is awesome. What did he win in 4-H? What was it over?
It was second place is Have I Got a Story. I mean, that's the...
So it was a writing one.
It was a writing
one. Okay. Awesome. And then you had a student who won second place for Excel in the state of Alabama?
Yes, we have a senior named Zach Boston. He got second in the state in Microsoft Excel. So we have a lady at our school named Miss Treese, Tabitha Treese, and she does an outstanding job. We call it our Microsoft Academy, and she got the certificate. She actually got the certificate, I think, before we got out of school, but we opened it up in the summer and found out he got second in the state.
Oh, that is super cool. Super cool. Wait, he's what grade?
He's a senior.
Senior? Okay. That is awesome. Well, you guys got a lot going on. Is there anything I missed that we need to talk about?
I mean, you could go on and on. I mean, we're a large school. We got volleyball going on at this time. We have junior high football going on.
Do you have
volleyball,
volleyball, just girls?
Girls volleyball, yes.
Okay.
And they played Dade County last week, and it was their first game, and I was impressed. This is our second year having volleyball at North Sun Mountain.
Okay.
And I think it was 15 years before that. But
are they just doing high school or middle school or both?
They're doing middle. We've got a JV and a varsity.
Okay.
And most of our
JV
junior or 7th and 8th graders, they play JV.
Okay. Awesome. Well, and I'm sure you got a lot of things going on.
Yeah, I mean, we got cross country going on. We'll talk about that here later.
Yeah, we got a student
we
here to talk about that.
cross country up at North Sun Mountain. This is our first year for cross country. We have fishing. There's some fishing tournaments that people can participate in the fall.
So do you actually have a fishing club?
Yes, fishing team.
Like a fishing team?
Yeah, it's called a fishing team.
Okay, and they meet after school or in the weekends and actually go fishing. Practice?
They practice fishing. I let them out of school and they go practice fishing.
I want to get out of school to go fishing.
They've done really well. They've got third in the state one year, and then last year they did well too. So,
do you fish?
I do fish. Actually, I went fishing yesterday.
So you could go give them a little competition, run for their money.
I don't know. They probably teach me some tricks.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on. We're gonna go meet with the boys when we come back. We got 3 boys that we're gonna meet when we bring them back, and we got 2 seniors and 1 9th grade, and they got some pretty amazing stories too. So, all right, we'll be right back.
Dobbin Supermarket, serving the community for over 70 years with fresh cut meats and a full line of grocery items. Dobbin Supermarket, Highway 71 in Higdon.
This week at Dobbin's, beef chuck roast $3.49 a pound. Fresh boneless chicken thighs $1.99 a pound. Mozzarella cheese sticks 2-pound bag only $3.99. Crinkle cut French fries $3.99 for a 5-pound bag. Breaded chicken wings 5 pounds for only $12.99. And Lay's potato chips 8-ounce bag just $1.99. All this week at Dobbin Supermarket. Stevenson Utilities, serving our customers with water, sewer, and natural gas services. Find out today if all of our services are available in your area. Contact us anytime at stevensonutilities.net or call 437-0277 or see us on Highway 72 at Stevenson Utilities. Stevenson Utilities. And don't forget, you can pay online at stevensonutilities.net.
I'm your tailgate grill. Your buddy was in such a rush to get into the game, he didn't quite put me out. I see you bought the industrial-sized bottle of lighter fluid. Smart. And if you got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get an Allstate agent and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
There's an Allstate agent right here in your community.
Methamphetamine affects everyone, your neighbors, your friends, and even your family.
Know the signs.
Physical symptoms include you may have extreme difficulty sleeping and even insomnia, and you may lose your appetite.
Know the signs. Please know the signs.
You can seem nervous and anxious and even have paranoia.
Know the signs.
Overheat easily and sweat without even being hot.
Know the signs.
Dilated pupils and even hair loss.
Know the signs.
Hallucinations and delusions. And you can also have tachycardia, which is a rapid heart rate.
Know the signs.
You may have liver damage and loss of skin elasticity.
Know the signs.
You may notice unexplained financial instability and social isolation.
Know the signs.
You may have a false sense of euphoria, coupled with strong depression and even risky behavior, legal trouble, memory loss, and repeated incarceration.
Please know the signs. Unfortunately, we do.
It's Johnny's Hook and Grill in Whitwell. We've been voted the best seafood in the valley. Stop by and see us. We're open now 7 days a week. And yes, Tuesday through Sunday, enjoy all you can eat catfish. Breakfast every morning, delicious food all day long. Johnny's Hook and Grill, call 815-4014. That's 815-4014.
Johnny's Hook and Grill. Yeah, that's where it's at.
Highway 28, Whitwell.
Hello, this is Sheriff Ronnie Bo Burnett from Marion County Sheriff's Department. If you have a drug problem, please seek help. Our hospitals and jails are overcrowded now due to the drug problem in our society. There's people out there that can help. So again, I would encourage you, if you have a drug problem, please seek help. There's many organizations that can help you. Thank you. Have a good day.
The Marion County Sheriff's Department and Sheriff Bo Barnett work hard every day to relieve the Valley and Marion County of drugs. You do your part. If you or someone in your family is struggling with drug addiction, get help today. A message from the Marion County Sheriff's Department.
All right, welcome back to This Week in Jackson County Schools. I'm Pamela Stone. And if you're just now joining us, we are here with North Sand Mountain High School. They are really a K through 12th grade. They have about 800 students, so it's six, almost 700 students. And we just got to talking to the principal, Mr. Dustin Roden, and he has got all kinds of good stuff. They're now going toward doing more Google preparation courses and teaching the teachers how to be more technologically savvy using Google. Homecoming up. Okay, so homecoming. Are you excited for homecoming?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Next to me, this is a senior, and we'll introduce him in just a minute, but I just wanted to make sure that we had this down. So homecoming is this Friday. The parade is Thursday at 6 o'clock, and that's Central Time. The game is 7 o'clock Central Time. They're playing Collinsville, but here's what you need to know. Tomorrow, dress-up day, is Toy Story Day. Do you have your costume?
No, ma'am, I do not.
Better run out and go get it, right?
Know.
You're running out of time. And then Thursday is Disney Day. Do you have your costume?
I might have something for that.
Okay. And then Friday is Dreams Come True, and it's a white and blue day. Do you have that?
Yes, I do have that.
Okay,
yes,
good.
ma'am.
Good. All right. So those are it. Tomorrow is Toy Story Day. And I was telling Mr. Roden, here's the great thing about it. You can use it for your Halloween costume. So you don't have to go find another Halloween costume.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. That saves money. And then Thursday is Disney Day. And Friday is Dreams Come True. I'm going to ask Mr. Roden. He's out in the audience. Do you have your costumes, Mr. Roden? Okay. He says, yeah. Good. So y'all watch. If he doesn't, then you can give him a hard time. All right. So next to me, this is Jordan Moon. He is a senior this year, but I'm going to let him introduce. So tell us a little bit about yourself. We know you're a senior, and what your favorite class is, and what you've been doing, and just let's talk about you.
Well, it's like you said. I am a senior at Northside Mountain.
Okay.
I've been going to Northside Mountain my entire life. I've participated in a good bit of things at Northside Mountain. A lot of clubs. Like I said, I play golf. I am on the golf team.
Are you good?
I'm pretty good. I'm not. I'm
you can toot your own horn on TV. It's okay.
It's all right. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like you said, I am a senior.
What's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject would probably have to be science.
Why?
I've always been interested in like the medical field, and science has always just been like, especially biology. Biology has always been my strong suit.
So, are you someone who likes the research part of the medical field, or the actual? Okay, I'm going to be a doctor and fix you, or I want to be a nurse and fix you, or you're more interested in the research how to fix the problem?
I'm more interested in the second part, like I'm going to diagnose you and
figure out what's wrong with you.
Figure out what's going on. Yeah. Yes.
Were
ma'am.
you that way when you were little?
Yeah, I've always wanted to be pretty much in the medical field.
Yeah, when you were playing with toys when you were really little, did you used to try to figure out what was wrong with them and fix them?
Not really that. Just
No.
I've always had a bunch of science books and books about the human body and all that.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's good because I wouldn't know hardly any of them. But all right, so he's got a really good story. So he is a senior this year, but when he graduates from Northside Mountain this year, he is also going to be 5 credits or 5 classes?
I'm going to be about 5 classes away
from graduating with his associate's degree in nursing. So anybody who knows how hard, that's pretty hard. So you take a lot of classes. Do you do any of them at home or at night or mostly just during the day?
I've taken a majority of them online.
Okay.
Like a strong majority of them. I have went on campus before and taken a couple classes.
Okay.
Right now I am taking anatomy on campus right now.
Oh, you are?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you drive there? How do you get there?
Yes, I drive.
You drive? Okay. Do you like anatomy?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's something you have to know for the nursing field, and you just got to get through it.
Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, and so when you're done, it will be. What do you do with a nursing degree once you get your associate's degree in nursing?
Once I get my associate's degree, I will be a certified RN once I get through with the Northeast program. And when I get done with that, I plan to go to Chattanooga and work. And while I do that, I plan on working toward a nurse practitioner's degree, which is a master's in nursing.
Yeah, it is. I read not too long ago that you could either get a master's or you could get a PhD.
Mm-hmm.
But why would you? So maybe why would you get a PhD as a nurse practitioner when you could get a PhD as be a doctor?
I guess for a PhD, in the nursing field, it's more specific toward, I guess, a practice more than just being a regular doctor.
The medical part.
Yes, ma'am.
More about the people.
Yeah, it'd be more on-hands training with people and just stuff like that.
Good. All right. So then, and you play golf?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, and you're pretty good at it, you said?
Yeah.
So how many years have you been playing golf?
I've been playing golf all my life. Me and my father. My father's drug me to the golf course ever since I was very little.
Drug you? You heard that? Drug? Is he dragging you now or no?
No.
No, now it's not dragging.
No, I go there by choice every day.
Really?
I've been playing for the school since my 7th grade year, which is the first year that they allow it. But yeah, I've stuck with it ever since my senior year. And
okay, so what schools? You were telling me the schools you've been using or going to or you're going to go to, or what was all that?
I just said after I get done with the Northeast program that I would like to go to UTC to complete my degrees in nursing. And why UTC? It's probably just because it's in downtown Chattanooga, it's close to the hospitals that I want to work with, and just it probably helped me get connections there. And
do you want to do like pediatric nursing, or is there a particular age that you want to work with?
Just prenatal nursing.
Prenatal?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, is your mom or your dad in the medical field?
No,
I mean, what made you want to go in the medical field?
It's just always been just a common, it's something I've always wanted to do. It's always been something I want to do.
That's cool. So, what made you decide to work extra hard? You know, some kids in high school are like, I just want to make it easy, get through, and then college. But what made you want to work extra hard? I mean, is there something that drove you, or?
I guess what made me want to work really hard was just to cut some time off, just to go ahead and get that associate's degree and go ahead and get, you know, my basics done. So I just wouldn't have to do it after I got out of high school, and to be honest, it's just to earn the paycheck a little quicker.
I was going to say, this is going to start your life 2 years earlier.
Oh, yeah.
It'll make it nice.
It will.
Yeah, you'll get a better paycheck faster. Oh, all right, good. And so besides science is your favorite subject, do you like math too?
Math is not one of my favorite subjects.
Really?
No, I do.
I'm surprised because doing nursing, you have to know a lot about math too.
That is true. I'm actually taking my last math class that I will have to take for my nursing degree this semester, and
Is it like nursing math or is it just normal math?
It's just normal math.
Okay.
Really. There's no real specific. Well, you do have to take a statistics class, but that's not really like the math that I don't enjoy doing, really.
No, statistics I kind of like statistics. Yeah. So, well, good. Are you excited?
I am very excited. It's something I've been working hard for my entire life, and
yeah, you have been.
I just can't wait to, until it pays off.
So, have you talked to your parents about having you should have a double graduation?
We haven't really talked about it, but I guess it's something that we could be thinking about.
When do you get to take those last 5 classes?
I will be taking
during the summer, or?
I'll be taking about 3 this next the spring semester, and I'll probably finish up with the last 2 in the summer.
In the summer?
Yes, ma'am.
So truly by August you'll be done.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm pretty proud of you. That's a great accomplishment for a high school student.
Thank you very much.
That is a very good accomplishment. All right. Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much.
I wish you the very best of luck, and we'll be right back.
The Raceway in Whitwell is always on your way, taking convenience to a new level, 4 a.m. until midnight, 7 days a week. Go buy for gas on the go and meet your friends for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The Raceway has been voted the best place for biscuits and chicken in the Valley. You'll also find subs, pizza, buffalo wings, and more. The Raceway, Highway 28 in Whitwell. It's on your way.
Come see us at Raceway.
At Citizens Tri-County Bank of Whitwell, we supply every financial need from small loans to your dream home. 24-hour banking is available through Citizens Tri-County Bank of Whitwell. Come into our location at 14087 Highway 28 in Whitwell. Experience fast, friendly, and courteous service every time you walk through the door. Open 8 to 4 Monday through Thursday, until 5 on Friday, and open 8 to noon on Saturday. 658-5880 for Citizens Tri-County Bank of Whitwell, the only community bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Jerome's Fine Swine. It's so fine, it'll blow your mind. Delicious pulled pork, smoked chicken, homemade sides, and freshly brewed sweet tea. Check out that fine swine Jerome is cooking up, including loaded baked potatoes, delicious hot dogs, barbecue nachos, and more. Jerome's Fine Swine is open Monday through Saturday until 8. Dine in or carry out. Let Jerome cater your next work, church, or family get-together. Just look for that fine swine on the roof. Highway 28 across from Save-A-Lot.
Handyman Salvage at 5121 Highway 136 West, just off of I-59, is where you can find Masonite planks, just $1 each. T111 4x8 sheets, only $17.99. Bifold doors at a great reduced price. And tape, buy one get one free of equal or lesser value. And buckets 2 for $5. You'll find it all at Handyman Salvage. Come by and see us.
When I first came down to RE/MAX Property Center, the thing that stuck out to me was the fact that it's like a family atmosphere here. Everybody enjoys working with each other, and all of our clients that come through the door, we treat them like family. We've got agents that's been in the business since the 80s, so that's one thing that sets us apart is the fact that the experience that we have within our company. We have so much to offer. So we invite you to call, text, or send a carrier pigeon if you have to have our team work for you.
Team RE/MAX, we're on your side. Innovation and quality. 2 things you don't normally hear about in a recruitment ad, but you'll hear a lot about innovation and quality when you join the team at Vanguard National Trailer. Vanguard is an industry leader in the production of dry van trailers and composite plate trailers.
And right now, Vanguard National Trailer is hiring energetic and hardworking team members to be assemblers and welders, as well as industrial maintenance for first shift openings.
And you'll work a full 40-hour week in 4 days, which means 3-day weekends. And overtime is available. Working at Vanguard National National Trailer has other great benefits too, like paid holidays, paid vacation, medical, dental, vision, and life insurance, plus a 401k plan.
Full-time work, 3-day weekends, available overtime, and great benefits. That's Vanguard National Trailer.
Fill out your application today. Vanguard National Trailer is an equal opportunity employer.
Apply in person today. Starting pay $10 to $14 an hour, depending on position. Vanguard National Trailer Corporation, Highway 11 North, turn beside the Premier Healthcare Center on Vanguard Drive.
All right, welcome back to This Week in Jackson County Schools. If you're just now joining us, I'm Pamela Stone, and we're visiting this week with North Sand Mountain High School. They're actually a K through 12th grade. They have about 700 students. We just spoke a little while ago to Mr. Dustin Roden. He is the principal. And then before that, or I guess after that, we talked to Jordan Moon. He is quite an amazing student. He has, and it sounds like they have a lot of them, but he is going to graduate high school with only 2 classes short, if I counted right, with his associate's degree in nursing, no less. That's quite an accomplishment. So he will cut 2 years out of his life as far as trying to get money. He'll be ready 2 more years. Next to me, I also have another student. Can I tell him your whole name?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I just found out his whole name. I really like it. It's Anakin Stone Yates. Love Anakin. So he was telling me the story about how, can I tell him the story?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so his little brother named him Anakin because that's what he liked, and his parents just said fine.
After Star Wars movie.
After Star Wars movie. Yeah. That's pretty cool. All right, and then Stone was named after your grandpa?
No, he was a famous weatherman.
Oh, a famous
in Illinois,
weatherman.
And they were friends. The weatherman and my grandfather.
Okay.
And so they.
What do most people call you?
Stone.
Stone,
Mm-hmm.
just Stone.
Yes.
So like that's your last name too? Just
Yeah.
Stone. Hey, Stone. Okay.
Well, the coaches call me Yates. That's about it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, and so you have a really good story too.
Yeah.
So you want to be an engineer?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're a senior?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself and what. Okay, what's your favorite subject? I'm guessing I know it, but go ahead.
Math.
Math. Okay, you can't be an engineer unless math's probably your favorite subject, right?
It has to be in the top 5 at least.
Right. Well, yeah. Since there's only about 4 classes.
Yeah,
then.
it's a joke.
Okay. So, so you like engineering. So what did you do this summer? You did some cool things this summer.
This summer I had a busy week. Busy summer.
Summer?
I spent every amount of time I had doing something. If I wasn't gone on an event or a trip or something, I was in the weight room working out for football and basketball and baseball. And so I went on several trips to different campuses. Like I went to Georgia Tech for engineering thing, and then I went to Alabama, toured Alabama engineering department, toured Auburn engineering department. Got to spend a couple days in Auburn actually.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you get to do while you were there?
While I was there, my brother and one of his good friends
go to school there.
And so does his girlfriend. So I got to hang out, and he's in fraternity. I got to stay in fraternity for a couple of nights and stay down there, hang out with them. Really just go to the culture, and I got to see a dorm room. I got to tour the engineering department. He showed me his agriculture department because he's in agriculture. So I got to see down there, talk to a bunch of friends, and really walk the streets and figure out why everybody loves Auburn so much because it's a pretty nice campus.
So, did you get to do the same thing? I mean, maybe not quite to that depth, but with Georgia Tech?
Georgia Tech was an 8-day forum. It was a national...
An 8-day forum?
8-day, yes. It's
Wow.
National Youth Leadership Forum, and so it was a bunch of high school kids, so you freshmen and seniors, and they got nominated to go down there for 8 days to be down there and really learn about engineering in different subjects. You had biomedical, aerospace, and civil. We did projects in groups, 5 or 6 people in a group. Then we break up and do different projects and different groups and everything like that. So it was really packed week.
How many kids were involved? Do you know? I mean, was it a lot, or just...
It's about 200.
200, that's pretty good amount.
They kept it packed. They could get more students, but they tried to keep it small. That way you get one-on-one learning, because we had teachers that actually teach us math. We got to, they taught us some math that we'd be using in our subjects. So like if we did, in biomedical, we learned about prosthetic legs and limbs like that. And then aerospace, we learned about wings for spacecrafts, and really learned about each type of engineering. That way we could further pursue that subject for ourselves and really for us to learn about it and just decide what factor.
Because I don't think a lot of people that aren't into engineering understand how many choices of an engineering.
Oh, there's a bunch.
Oh my gosh, there's at least probably 30, 40.
Oh yeah, and the thing about engineering is you look at the basic subset, and after that you look at that, you say you pick civil. Well, after civil, there's different subsets, as they call it, for majors. So you can have like civil and then transportation or all that kind of stuff. It's just crazy how many fields, like you can go into fields and then there's subset fields that you can pick from. So it's just it's shocking to me. Like you wouldn't think there'd be that many, but really our evolving economy and country, the more we learn, the more jobs you gotta have.
So what do you want to do when you get out?
Well, that's an interesting question. I want to be a mechanical engineer. I've always loved building things, taking them apart. My dad, he's always taught me to be have a strong math background and science background, to speak and the way I think. In that aspect, I remember when I was young, I'm thinking 6, 7 years old, he'd bring motors home. I'd come home and take them apart. Like I'm talking industrial sized motors, that big.
Wow.
They range from the size of my arm to the size of me, and take them apart with them and scrap them, stuff like that. And really, we didn't need the money; it was just for fun and stuff like that. Because he knew that's the stuff I enjoyed doing, so he asked me if I wanted to do it, and I said yes. And so we got there, and he taught me a lot of stuff about tools, because you gotta know what kind of tools you gotta have for the job. And so I really thank him for that.
So, what is your favorite? I mean, do you want to do mechanical like machines, or do you want to do mechanical? I mean, you could do mechanical on biomedical.
Yeah. See, before this, before I went to Georgia Tech, I was thinking about going and being a mechanical engineer and working in a factory or somewhere and work on machines and repair them and really be the main engineer there. But after this camp, I realized that there's so many different things. Like I did biomedical in that camp. I also did other stuff, but biomedical, I really enjoyed that too. I enjoyed that field and literally learning about prosthetic legs and limbs and working on medical equipment. We got to work on some medical equipment, and I loved that. Like, I enjoyed that, and so like it really broadened my horizons and looking for a career that like interests me.
Do you want to get a PhD when you're done? Do you want to have your PhD?
I don't think so. I think I just want to go with
just your 4-year degree, your bachelor's degree.
Yes, ma'am.
No, and then stop with no master's either.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, good. I mean, you could do a lot. Honestly, most engineers only really, unless you're going to go into the research and develop end of like medicine or something. You know, you don't really need
I might go back and get my master's, but really I'm just going to get a bachelor's.
So, I'll tell you a story. My oldest son has a PhD in nuclear engineering.
Oh, wow.
In nuclear engineering. So, yeah, and his subset has nothing to do with nuclear engineering either. So, all right. So, which one of these do you like the best? Which one are you leaning toward?
What do you mean?
Georgia Tech, Auburn, Alabama. What are you thinking here? Like, I know you got, 6 months, 7, probably really only about 4 months before you got to start really.
Yeah.
Really about 4 months as a senior. Because, man, when you come, by the time you go to Christmas, you better have it all down.
Yeah. Well, actually, November and December is when we start applying for scholarship and stuff. But my plan is to take my SAT a couple more times, get a good score and everything, and then try to get in at Berry. They have a program at Berry.
Okay.
If I go there for 2 years, I can get on at Georgia Tech for
almost nothing.
Yeah, almost nothing. You still have to pay tuition, but it's like you ain't gotta worry about getting in. You're automatically accepted.
Okay.
So that's a good program.
So it's like a prerequisite to get in.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, good. That is awesome. All right, and so you play all kinds of sports. So since you've been in school, you've played. You said basketball.
Yes, ma'am.
Football. Track. Baseball.
Yes.
And then in middle school, you were in band.
Yes,
What'd you play in band?
Band, I was in percussion. So I played the bass drum, I played the bells, I played the snare, I played the tenor.
A lot of
stuff. My brother, he's in the band, he really inspired me to go about that route. And to this day, I still play the piano. I know some songs on the piano.
Really?
I really enjoy that, yes, ma'am.
That's cool. And then you had to quit band because you went to football.
Yes, high school football. Couldn't play band. But...
So, and currently you were playing football?
Yes.
Okay, and then what else will you play this year?
I got basketball and baseball this year.
Basketball?
I'm playing all those and everything.
And baseball. Which one's your favorite? Oh, we won't tell anyone. I know it's nationally live, but what do you have a favorite?
Basketball or football.
Really?
Really
you're
close.
tall.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't look like how tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
6'1", so you're pretty tall. So basketball is kind of not too hard because it's a little bit closer.
Our coach makes it hard, but it's because we're a high caliber team. So.
That's good. That's good. Okay, and then football. How are you doing? What do you play in football right now?
Football, I'm receiver, and I play safety. But right now they got me in between the tackles blocking for them. They got me out there blocking. So.
Do you like that?
I like it. I enjoy blocking for our running backs. I really do enjoy like that.
Do you?
But I also like they're sneaking out and getting me a little reception and everything. But I think defense is my favorite. I love getting down there and really stopping and being aggressive and.
Because then that way nobody got through.
Yeah.
Like you're the saver of everybody. That's
But I
pretty
come
cool.
down and I blitz sometime and sack the quarterback, so I like that too. They really mix me up and move me around a lot on both sides of the ball, so I like that.
So, do you fish too? I know we didn't talk about it, but do you fish too?
I fish in my free time. I'm on a fishing team.
No, but you do like to fish?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Are you good at fishing?
I'm not too great. My little brother, he's on a fishing team. He's pretty good.
No, if you catch a catfish, do you skin it and eat it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's the only way to do it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You got to work for it.
Yeah,
Get
you
that
do.
food.
I've skinned several catfish in my lifetime.
Yes.
It's a lot of work. It's a whole lot easier to go eat it at a restaurant. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
But it's kind of fun knowing that you caught it. And if you go back to, 100 million years ago when we were out there, I mean, that's the only way they got to eat.
That's the only way they knew, yeah.
So, I mean, that's not a bad thing. So, well, thanks for coming on. I am super excited for all of this. You are set in the right direction. I have no doubt you will have a great career in life.
Thank you.
Good job. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk to another student who is just beginning his high school career. So we'll be right back.
Landers McLarty Ford of Fort Payne is your destination for quality automobile service. Landers McLarty is second to none when it comes to service on your vehicle. You can drop by and see us on Glen Boulevard Southwest in Fort Payne. Call our service department at 256-845-1101 or schedule an appointment online at LandersMcLartyFordFortPayne.com. So whether you drive a Ford or any other make of car, SUV or truck, see our ASE certified and Ford factory trained technicians today at Landers McLarty Ford in Fort Payne.
I'd be doggone if I wouldn't work all day. And I think I'm going out of my head. I keep on dancing for sweet little Sheila. You'll know her if you see her. Blue eyes and a ponytail. Her cheeks are rosy. She looks.
Hello, I'm Ben Cagle. Don't miss Downbeat, the best of the 1960s, Saturday, 1 o'clock on the Big Jet Fly.
Hi, everybody. If you're looking for a great deal on antique furniture, come down and see Daryl and Vicky at Ma and Pa's Trading Post at 12270 South Main Street in Trenton, Georgia. We have great deals on primitive, antique, vintage, and repurposed furniture. We also have a great selection of mid-century and modern items as well, along with all types of collectible items for your home. You can call us at 423-488-5929. We're open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. Thank you and have a blessed day.
This fall, we're rolling out the Love the Bus Elementary campaign. Love the Bus is designed to teach students the importance of safety, respect, and proper bus etiquette. As we continue to enhance efforts of safety for our students, we'd like to have you as part of our team. The Dade County Schools Transportation Department is seeking bus drivers and bus monitors. Part-time hours with full-time benefits. For more info, call the Dade County Schools Central Office today at 706-657-4361.
Paul Feinbaum, you tell it like it is.
This is the SEC. SEC.
Well, they ought to just play one more line, but whoever wins, the other team just have to get out. Don't even play football in the SEC no more.
You realize Alabama lost to Auburn last year, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I laid in bed 2 days.
The Paul Feinbaum Show, weekday afternoons 3 to 7 on News Radio 1420 and 106.1 FM KWN and Chattanooga's News Talk 97.7 KWN.
At Comfort Gallery in Kimball, you can truly shop for any piece of furniture from any of our manufacturers. Drop in today and use our in-store kiosk. It's over 40 inches of full color, completely interactive for ease of use. And yes, you can shop all of our manufacturers for virtually any piece you may be looking for. Come to Comfort Gallery in Kimball to find exactly what you need for your home using our kiosk to shop from all of our manufacturers. Free delivery and setup, 1 year free layaway, and 6 and 12 months same as cash available at Comfort Gallery, 780 Main Street, Kimball, Tennessee.
All right, welcome back to This Week in Jackson County Schools. I'm Pamela Stone, and if you're just now joining us, we are here with North Sand Mountain High School, and we have been talking to the principal, Mr. Roden, and we talked to his Jordan Moon, and then Annika Stone Yates, both amazing seniors. They will be very successful adults. No worries. Great. I'm very proud of them. And I just met them. So, and then we have somebody new next to me. He is Lane Gamble. Welcome, Lane.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. Okay, so you're only in 9th grade, but you're starting a really good resume already.
Mm-hmm.
So you play cross country.
Yes, ma'am.
And then basketball.
Mm-hmm.
You are the class president, and you also are on the robotics team. And
Yes, ma'am.
you did this in 8th grade too, the robotics
yes,
team?
ma'am.
Okay, did you play these sports in 8th grade? Can you play
all
up from
except
8th grade?
cross country, because that just started this year.
Okay. For the first time for a
Yeah,
long
this is
time?
the first cross country team for North Sand Mountain.
And how
This
long,
is the
do you
first
know?
year. Ever assembled, I think.
Ever
assembled.
Ever. The principal's saying ever. That's amazing. Okay, and is there anything else? Does it just cross country, or do you do other things in track with cross country?
In track, I run. Well, cross country is you run a 5K.
Right.
And for my track, I ran the 3,200 meter and the 800 meter.
You're tall too, though. How tall are you?
5'7", 5'6".
Okay. You look taller than that. So, okay. And you play basketball.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you play for basketball?
Point guard or shooting guard.
Yeah. Do you like that?
Oh, yeah.
Which one do you like better? We won't tell anyone.
Basketball.
Basketball. Okay. That is cool. So, how did you get to become class president?
I just guess I knew everybody I came from Bryant, so I just guess I knew most people from North Sand, and I guess they just wanted me as class president.
That's
so.
awesome. Did you have to work really hard to run? Did you put a lot of posters up and bribe them with candy?
No, we couldn't put posters up this year.
Oh, really?
They said that we couldn't put posters up.
Okay. So it was just word of mouth?
Mm-hmm.
All right, tell us about your robotics team. What's your favorite subject?
Favorite subject? Probably science.
Science, why?
I don't know. I like learning about all that kind of stuff.
Do you like the biology or the chemistry side better?
I like blowing stuff up. It's probably chemistry.
But do you like math?
Heck no.
You got to do a lot of math in chemistry.
True, but yeah.
But it's different when you're blowing it up. The end result is
true.
blowing it up. It makes math easier.
It does.
Okay, that's good. That's definitely probably a very typical male answer too. So, all right. So let's talk about your robotics. So last year you were in robotics as well for Bryant, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and dude, all the boys that were on was there boys and girls, or is it
was just
mostly
4 boys.
Four
of
boys.
us.
Did they all end up with you up here because you were at Bryant? Are they all up
Yes,
here?
we're all up at North Sand Mountain right now.
Okay, and you guys placed. Tell us what you did.
Last year, in 7th grade, we made a little machine that could identify different colors with a little sensor. So it was made for blind people or colorblind people. And we placed first with that at regionals. And we went on to win runner-up at state that year.
For the same thing?
Yes, ma'am.
For the same thing, okay.
And then last year, we made it was a little robot that would simulate someone quadriplegic. And it was a little thing you could put on your wheelchair that would move it for you, just moving your head. But that kind of messed up at the regionals. And it would have been good, but the batteries and stuff wouldn't stay in, so we didn't do very good.
Well, but the idea is still pretty cool.
The idea, yeah.
And the idea of, now, do you have to do something that's going to better the world? I mean, is that one of the prerequisites?
No, but we just wanted to make something like that because the judges like that kind of stuff. So
make a difference in the world?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you going to do this year? Have you thought about it, or can we not talk about it?
Not this year. I don't know what we're doing this year. But we are going to enter a best robotics competition.
Okay.
Which is just, you go to the place where it's at, that the competition's at.
Okay.
And they give you a box of just parts. And you have to make your robot have that part within a certain due date.
So they don't tell you, it's just like random at the moment, here's your box, do
They
something
give you a
with it.
box, and then they'll give you parameters of how big it's got to be, and then they'll tell you what you have to do for, there's different little missions, I guess you could call them.
Right.
And then you got to fit that and make the best robot suited for those problems.
So that's not part of your normal robotics team thing? That's kind of a separate
That's
thing?
different. It's kind of a different one.
Kind of a different one?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you excited about that?
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I know you use the same team? Can you use the same team, or is this just you?
The best robotics is a school-wide
Okay.
robotic competition. You have to have, marketing, programming, hardware.
That's kind of what he was saying earlier. The principal was Mr. Roden.
It is a school-wide
So
thing.
what do you do? What part do you do?
I program the robot.
So
I make it move. pretty much.
Do you have any idea what you want to do in life? Yeah,
Well,
I know you're only in 9th grade.
I want to be an aerospace engineer.
Ooh.
And I've had some experience with all that, because I went to space camp my 7th grade year during the summer after our robotics little streak right then. They noticed that down there, and they invited me down to space camp. So I went, and they taught me a few little things about all that.
So that's what you want to do.
Mhm.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
Do you want to do, don't you have to, what are you going to do with that?
Aerospace engineering is basically just NASA.
Yeah,
It's
but are
that
you
kind
going
of
to
stuff. You can-
create the spaceships, or do you want to,
I want to program the things that go up into space.
so you really want to be the computer end of it, even though it's for NASA?
Yes.
So
most
you're
likely.
the computer person.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what my son does for his PhD in nuclear engineering. He does the
Programming.
computer part, not the actual nuclear stuff. So I mean, that's a good idea.
Mhm.
Do you like Do you have computer programming class here at school?
No, but I have. We had a man come down. He was a nuclear engineer, and he came to Bryant, and he taught me and another kid from Bryant all that I know now, and it has really helped.
Yeah, what did he teach you?
He taught me programming. He just taught me how to. He taught me
codes
different
do you know?
languages.
What languages do you know?
Oh.
Like
there's a
really well.
bunch. My best known one is P Basic, which is a pretty simple one if you know what you're doing.
Okay.
But if you know what you're doing, you can do a lot with it.
It's P Basic?
P Basic.
Never heard that. Okay. All right. Do you know C++?
I'm learning that one.
SQL?
Not that one.
What are some? I don't know. I can't remember any other ones.
There's a lot of them.
There are a lot of them, and I don't.
I know a
program.
few others, but P Basic is the
your-
one I'm best at.
Oh, you're in? Okay. All right. What's your favorite thing about school? Oh, that's a hard question.
That is a hard question.
Because you do all these extra things.
I don't know. Probably seeing all my friends.
That's a good
I'd
answer.
probably say that.
Okay. And do you have a favorite? What's your second favorite thing? Is it the sports? Is it the robotics? Is it the
Sports.
sports?
And
Always sports. So, good. All right. So you've done a lot. Cross country is going on right now.
Yes, ma'am. It's
Okay.
it started a few weeks ago, and there's
When's
about
your
10 of
first
us this Saturday.
Oh, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
So are there different lengths, or is just everybody run the same length?
Junior varsity runs 2 miles, and varsity runs 3 miles, and I'm pretty sure I'm on varsity this year.
And you like running that long?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you practice running
Mm-hmm.
for just fun?
Yeah, I'd say I do.
I guess that's good for a track person. Very good. Okay, and then basketball season will come up like right around Christmas time, right? Right before Christmas.
Around that.
Okay. Well, you sound like you got it all together.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. And you want to be an engineer when you grow up? All right. Well, I don't know. I'm not an engineer. Isn't that good?
Yeah, I want to be one, but
That's a lot of work.
yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I mean, it's four years, but if you do the research and development side, it's 5, 6, or more.
It'll be a lot of work.
Do you have any idea where you want to go to school?
Either
College?
Georgia Tech or Huntsville. One of those two.
And do they have a? I mean,
They have a
engineering-
good engineering program.
Okay.
They both have really good ones.
Okay. Well, you got a couple years before you got to make a decision.
Mhm.
So
I have
you
some time.
You do have some time. So are all your grades good?
Yes.
In all your other classes?
For now. They're good for now.
For now.
I hope they stay up.
What's your least favorite subject? English.
No. I want to be an engineer, but math, I hate math. I hate it. I hate it. I've never liked it, but I can engineer, so I don't.
So you're gonna have to be stuck doing math.
I have to. Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, Lane.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. So, guys, we had a really good show. If you don't watch us regularly, please tune in every Tuesday. We're live here in the studios, and this was a really good group. Thank you to Mr. Roden and his whole entire group, and we will be back next week. Thank you for joining us.